All right, veggie edge squares, quick tutorial coming up next. Hey guys, Jennifer Wood here. So I wanted to share really quick. I've put out the written recipe, but I wanted to do a quick video to show you guys this egg. I call them egg squares. I guess it's kind of like an egg casserole. But it's super versatile. You can change it up. You've probably seen them like egg cups. You can do them however you want. So this last time I just did them in this, I guess it's like a jelly pan, sheet pan. And they weren't super thick, so you can always make them thicker. So the recipe that I have uses 10 eggs, and I'll post the link to the recipe below. Excuse me. But you can always like add more eggs to it. I just didn't want to make too many, so this is kind of how I scaled the recipe down and kind of made it my own. So what's in this pan is I sauteed about like 1 small onion, a little bit of cabbage chopped really finely, a few small sweet peppers, the little mini peppers, and a little bit of salt and pepper. So just sauteed that probably 10 minutes. I should probably add some garlic, but I did not add garlic. So basically it's just veggies. Because the whole idea of this is you want to be able to get like lots of fiber and your protein. So you're getting veggies, you're getting protein. I add a little bit of cheese in there. You don't have to, it's totally, adjustable to whatever you need. I don't use a lot of cheese because it's not a 10 for me, and I don't think you would even miss it, honestly. But I did use about a half a tablespoon of coconut oil. You could use olive oil, or I just recently got some of this from Aldi, avocado oil. I'm trying that out. But anyways, so just sauteed it, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna crack 10 eggs in here. Then you're gonna add in the milk, and I can't even remember what else is in there. Fresh spinach, just throw that in there. So first thing that I do though is I put the eggs in the bowl, and then you wanna like whisk them. So I wanna whisk them really good. You could probably do this in a blender if you feel like doing it, but it's really not that hard. So I'm just whisking it until it's like, I'm just gonna whisk it a little bit more. So it's really like, I don't want all these, those thick whites happen. And then one other thing I wanted to share is I got these containers. Like if you have a lot of eggs and you feel like your fridge is always a mess, I got these at the Container Store and I absolutely love them. They have lids and they stack. So they have like a whole modular system that you can use, and I'm just kind of buying them by piece because I'm bad about buying things and then I don't like them. So I'm just kind of slowly testing them out. But so far I really like them, and they were full, but now we've gone through the eggs again. So stay tuned and I'll show you how to make them. You can see I've got it all mixed together except for the veggies that are in the pan. And so I had a little bit of mozzarella. Normally I use like shredded blend, like Mexican blend or something like that. But I had a little bit of leftover fresh mozzarella chopped up, so I just added that. And I use this breakfast sausage. It's not super thick. Really, you can use whatever you want, Canadian bacon. Got this at Aldi. I used 3 slices, and I kind of just chopped it up in little bite-sized pieces. And I've stirred it all together, and I'm just waiting for the veggie mix to cool down. It's pretty much cool, but you want to make sure it's not hot, because if it's hot, it's going to cook the eggs. So this has to be totally cooled off. Then I'm going to dump this into there, and then I'm going to pour it into here. I sprayed my pan with you just want to put some baking spray, or you can coat it with olive oil or avocado oil, or what did I use? I have bought this from the Dollar Tree. It's not that great when you look at the ingredients, but whatevs. So it works pretty good. So I just want to share that. And I will be back to show you what temp. Okay, so your temperature on your oven is 400 degrees. And I've got my pan ready. I've mixed it all together, and you can see it is a lot of veggies in ratio to the eggs. And like I said, you can always add more eggs. If you want to make this go further, you want to make the eggs, thicker, because in the pan, like I said, when I pour it, you'll see how thin they are. But I like them having veggies because we really need more veggies in our life, and honestly, I don't know too many people who are deficient in the United States when it comes to protein, right? So this gives us a good blend of eggs and veggies and it's kind of hard to do this while holding the phone, so I'm gonna scrape that out and kind of evenly distribute it. But it will work. I added a little bit more spinach this time, so you don't have to add that much, but what happens is it wilts down and then it cooks inside the, I don't know how this cheese is gonna work out, so this will be an experiment. It's all stuck together. But I'm just gonna kind of make sure I, you know, spread everything out that good. And you can see, I think if my husband gets back, he went to get me some more eggs. I think I'm gonna add 2 more eggs and maybe like a little splash of milk just to make them a little bit thicker. But you can see how they're not very thick. But like I said, I like to make things smaller and then get to eat like 2 of them. So it like makes me mentally think I'm eating more, but I'm not actually eating more. So that's like my mindset. So if they were thick, I wouldn't be able to eat as many. So I just want to share that little tip. Like sometimes, like say I'm cutting an apple or I'm cutting, you know, something, I'll make them smaller bites so that I feel like I'm getting more volume, if that makes sense. So you can either make them thin, then you can have 2, or you can make them thicker to like maximize space, and then you can just like have 1. And when I'm done, I'll show you when I'm done, but I just kind of cut them into squares and then stack them in a container once they've cooled off. And then I microwave them in the morning when I'm ready to eat. So super simple, and I'll be back once they're cooked. I just pulled it out of the oven after, I believe it was 13 minutes. So you wanna do, I usually set the timer for 10 minutes, check it. But it's around 15 minutes is how long it takes. So just check it every few minutes after 10 minutes. I took it out and I'm going to test the middle because sometimes the middle's not done. And well, actually it looks like I need to cook it for a little bit longer. So you can see how that's wet. So I'm gonna throw it back in for like 1 more minute and see. Either way, it's probably fine, because these are going to be reheated in the microwave, so I may go ahead and just not put them back in. If I was going to eat these right now, then I would cook them a little bit more, but you have to remember when you reheat them, you're going to finish cooking them in the process. So it's totally up to you what you want to do, but basically you just want to, when that comes out, it shouldn't have a, like, you can tell it's wet right there. So, all right, and you can see it is yummy, yummy, delicious. So you're just going to take your spatula and like let it cool, and then I cut it with a pizza cutter into squares. And then gently, once they've cooled, because they're really fragile when they're hot, then you're gonna put them in a container. You can stack them and then just refrigerate them and use them within 3, 4, 5 days. Should be fine. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, then give me a thumbs up or double tap that heart or whatever platform you're on. Show me some love. Drop me a comment below if you like seeing stuff like this. Drop me a comment if you try it. If you make some modifications, like I'd love to know. I love getting different ideas. I would think this would be good if you like mushrooms. I don't like mushrooms, but with mushrooms, there's so many, just you could put fresh cilantro, you could put fresh herbs, things like that. But anyways, if you aren't following me, make sure you follow me, and I hope you guys are having a great day.